Hey friends, family, before we start this video, I will ask if you could to click like, click subscribe, and hit that notification bell as it's helping me to defeat that evil YouTube algorithm. So let's do this. Take care. Hello one and all, welcome to Step Ahead with Ernie Rivera. I am your host, Ernie Rivera, and I am here today to talk to you about the connection between happiness and money. Money and happiness. Is there a connection between the two? Can one buy the other? We will find out in just a minute. But right now, I want to tell you this. I was asked to speak on a website earlier about Greek mythology, and it had me thinking about the myth of Midas. And the short of it is that Midas was a king who ingratiated himself to the god Dionysus. And Dionysus gave him the ability to turn whatever he wanted into gold. Such was his wish. And for a while, it was working out great. You know, he touches a table, a chair, or whatever, turns to solid gold. Gold, man, that's powerful. Now, here's the thing. It wasn't long before Midas realized that he touches a piece of fruit or a drink or whatever, and it turns to gold. Everything turns to gold. He can't take someone by the hand without that person turning to gold. And how is that helping him? It's not. It's multiplying his problems ever so much. And how and why, and is there a way out of this? Well, here's what I learned between the connection between money and happiness. So, can money buy happiness? A lot of people will tell you yes, a lot of people will tell you no. A lot of people will tell you that money, or even the love of money, is the root of all evil. Well, here's the thing. We live in this world where we need money in order to make our transactions, in order to carry out our business. Money is just a promise for other goods and services. Now, can it bring you happiness? Money cannot buy happiness. Money cannot buy you happiness. You know, there are a lot of people with money who have a lot more problems, and their problems are different, but their problems are real, and it's not buying them happiness. But here's what money can do. Money can be used to solve problems. It can be used to do things that you don't want to do that might be taking up your time so that you can't be with your family. So, and mostly what money is good for, it's good for peace of mind. It's good for the idea of security, as long as you don't get tied up in the idea of it, you know, because it's a moving target. Money is a moving target, and happiness are both moving targets. So let's talk about the moving targets of money and happiness. So, my story is this. When I was a young man, a very young man, I wanted to be an actor, and so I did everything I could to enter the industry, and I did everything I could to be a part of it, and I did everything I could to learn how to be an artist and to make a living off of it. And there were mixed results, but I did a lot of what I said I was going to do, and I made some money doing it. But was it enough? It wasn't enough for me for what I was doing, because of other ways I was living. I took on a lot of student loans, and those weren't going to pay themselves off, so a lot of things happened. I decided to change my mind and see what I can do to alleviate my problems. I can only alleviate my problems by changing my income greatly. So I decided to study engineering. Why engineering? Because I've always been fascinated with sciences, and I love the idea of making things, building things, taking things apart, designing things. I love the idea of doing this, and I love the idea of basically taking what people are learning and applying them so that the everyday person can get use out of it, so that we can all get use out of these new contraptions, if you will. And it made me happy. So I decide to study that, and I get to studying engineering. And here I am coming along in all my classes, and I'm doing well enough. You know, I'm getting through all my classes, and I start making money. I start making some decent money in order to change my life. Now, does that bring me happiness? Because that's what I was getting into it for, to pay off my debts and bring me happiness. And here's the thing with that. So I started getting money and I started paying off student loans and I started living more freely. But now, do I want to be an engineer? Is my mind changing? And is my mind changing for a good reason? Well, now I'm thinking, because engineering and physics are so closely related, and now I'm starting to feel comfortable in my life. I'm starting to feel comfortable and I'm starting to feel happy. And I'm starting to think, is this going to cut it for me? Or do I want more now? So what am I going to study now? I think I might do some graduate work in physics so that I can, now that I'm satisfied with my money, I'm thinking about the big questions in the universe and what those might be. How not necessarily problems to be solved, but problems to be pondered. Problems we're given these minds, and these minds are so rare in the universe, at least as far as we know. So isn't it up to us to wonder these questions, to ponder how and why and when and how and who? And so I'm deciding to do some graduate work in physics, and again, because physics and engineering are pretty closely related, but they vary in different ways. And so once I got a certain amount of money, I became comfortable, and when I became comfortable, I decided to change things up. Did I always want to go into physics? Did I always want to go into engineering? Did I always want to go into acting? The fact is, the answer is yes for all of those, but those are all changing constantly, frequently, and so are my money needs. Now, the thing is, what we should all be striving to do is to live on less money than we are making, to save money and to invest money so that we can keep making more. And the point of the money is to earn enough that it can be invested, so that it keeps on making money, not because it'll bring you happiness, but because it will take care of your daily needs so that you are free to pursue whatever work is meaningful for you. So yes, my money needs are changing, my interests are changing. Your money needs will change, your interests will change, where you need to spend your time will change. That's all changing all the time. Will money bring you happiness? No, it won't bring you happiness, but it can be used as a tool to solve problems, and that is what we are trying to do here today. Now, if you're finding any use in this video so far, please click like, please click subscribe. It's really helped me out build the channel. I would like it if you press the notification bell. That'd be fantastic. Let's get back to it though real quick. What do you want in your life, for you, and for those around you? Now, this question is going to have different answers for different people, and it's going to have different answers because we all have different tastes and interests and aptitudes and just ways of being, you know. But it's like this for most people. And don't get me wrong, I understand that I get to be here asking you these questions instead of busting my butt in a coal mine, which is a privilege that I get to be here and not doing something like that, you know. And I'm not taking that for granted. So I'm saying, like, at first, you know, we need to worry about our basic survival. We need to worry about warmth and shelter and food and drink and all that business. That's the first thing we got to worry about, you know, for us and those around us. Afterwards, after we take care of our needs, we get to start asking ourselves, what do we want? You know, like, do I want this little guitar over here in the corner, or do I want this shirt or another shirt or whatever, you know? But more than that, you start getting to ask yourself, what do I want to do to earn these things? What do I want to do for a living? What do I want to do for work? You know, you might get a little more leeway, and after that, if your money starts earning money, and that's the point, you know, and it's not there to buy you happiness, but it's there to buy you freedom, through which you get to ask these questions, you get to explore, and hopefully in that exploration you find your happiness. And I hope you do. I hope you do for yourself. I hope you do for those around you, family. So it's been great being here with you today. It's been really wonderful. I hope you please click like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. It's helped me out, and we want to defeat that evil YouTube algorithm, so let's do that. I hope you all have a great evening, a great night. I hope you've all been having a happy Hanukkah and a Merry Christmas coming up, and I wish you all the best. So Take care and peace.